So next time you're playing golf and you're playing poorly, maybe just think about throwing that golf club. I know you're already thinking it. Whoops. Hold on a second. I think I just figured something out. I've got it. I just figured that's the secret. That's the secret all along. Yeah, that's it. That's the secret. So what was that secret that I was talking about? That first shot was a cold top to the left. The second shot was a nice flush one down the middle. So what's that secret? Well, first, we need to understand what we're even talking about. I'm talking about internal and external rotation of the trail arm. Now, before I lose you, just hold on a second. I'm going to explain this very simply. If you are in an arm wrestling match, an internal shoulder rotation would be if you are winning the arm wrestle. If you are losing the arm wrestle, that would be external rotation of the trail shoulder. Now, why is this important in the golf swing? Which one did I use to hit the top to the left? And which one did I hit to hit that nice flush ball down the middle? And what was that club throw all about? Before I share with you what that club throw unlocked for me, we need to understand what's so bad about internal rotation. What you're going to see from a lot of the best golfers in the world is as they take their club back, the right arm in the backswing stays in front of them at the top of the swing. A lot of amateur golfers or poor ball strikers will lose this right arm behind them during the backswing. So it looks a little bit like this. You'll see players take this club away and this right elbow will get stuck behind them. And as they continue to the top, they rotate and they might even get that lead wrist into extension. They might get that club across the line, and you can see here that I'm winning the arm wrestling match, but I'm losing in golf. Now, the issue with being here at the top of the golf swing is that if you come down from here and you rotate, we're in a world of trouble. What we're going to do is we're going to hit the ball way left. We're probably going to top it. We might early extend in a way to try and shallow that golf club. Now, I know what you're thinking, and straight away your brain is going, well, Matthew Wolff does that. He's an extremely talented individual that's earning millions on the LIV Tour. Unfortunately, I didn't get the email to go to LIV, so I'll leave that movement up to Matthew Wolff. But there is one thing that Matthew Wolff does to make his internal rotation at the top work very well. And believe it or not, it's in the secret of me throwing the golf club. So let's now talk about what we want to do in the backswing, and that would be to have some external rotation on the way back. And what that does for us is that gets our right arm staying in front of the rib cage. Now, what I mean by that is, again, internal rotation, trail arm getting stuck, crosses the line, turn, terrible ball striking. So what we want to see is we want to lose the arm wrestling match on the way back. So what that looks like with a club in my hand is as I take this club away, I will try and lose the arm wrestling match ever so slightly during the takeaway and continue to lose that arm wrestling match to the top of the golf swing. Now what you're going to see is my trail arm is much more in front of me, and a good piece of feedback would be for your trail elbow to be in line with the shirt seams you have on your shirt. Once again, if it was behind, you wouldn't see that right elbow is in line with the shirt seams. It's behind you. So we want to get that trail arm a little bit more in front, and that's going to set the golf club in a really good spot on the way back. From here, here's where that secret recipe comes in. I want to try and feel like my right arm stays in front of my rib cage on the way down. And what you're going to see here is the club's in a very good delivery position, and from here I can rotate into the golf ball, release the golf club down the line, and move into my finish position. So what did that club throw unlock for me? Well, after I had hit that terrible top shot to the left, in anger, I threw my club. But how did I throw it? I didn't pick the golf club up like this and try and throw it this way. I tried to throw it out in front of me, and by doing that, I got my trail arm into the area that we want. It's moving in the correct way, and in the downswing, in order for me to throw it out towards my target, I had to drive that right elbow back in front and then release this golf club down the target. What you didn't see me do is get this thing behind and throw it to the left. So next time you're playing golf and you're playing poorly, maybe just think about throwing that golf club. I know you're already thinking it, but I want you to imagine that you actually did throw that golf club. Look at how my right arm is working. It's working in a really good way. And as I go to throw this golf club, it's going to pull my body all the way through into a perfect finish position. Whoops. That was a bit of a late release. You got to release it just a little bit earlier. I think I just lost my club in the water. Give me 2 secs. Found it. So the drill I want to share with you is this. Place an alignment stick through the belt loops. You can see I've got an even amount on both sides here. And what we're going to do is we're going to get to the top of the golf swing and we're going to learn how my right elbow works coming down. So we get to the top, lose that arm wrestling match, and then get that right elbow to come down in front of this yellow alignment stick. So I just want you to learn, how do we get that right elbow back in front of us in order for us to then rotate into the golf ball much more effectively. You can see there, that was a very, very nice shot. In fact, I should probably start working on that drill because that was as flush as I've hit in the last 6 months. But what you saw there was that right elbow got to come down nicely in front of the rib cage and allow me to turn through that golf shot. Now remember back to where I said Matthew Wolff does the secret move on the way down, does the club throw on the way down. Well, when he gets to the top of the swing, you'll notice he is extremely internally rotated at the top with his right arm. But what he does is, imagine throwing a club from here, he would reroute this trail arm into the position we want in order to throw that golf club. And that's the magic move that he does, and he's perfected it so well from years and years of hitting golf shots. So when Matthew Wolff has a swing, he gets to the top, and then he reroutes that golf club down. Very difficult to time up, but here we go. Woo! There we go. All right, 3 takes to get that one right. A little bit of a pull, but overall, that was a pretty good golf shot of my attempt to try and do what Matthew Wolff does. Now, obviously, as you saw there, it's extremely hard to do, hence why I don't recommend players get too internal at the top of the golf swing and then have to reroute it. There's a lot of timing elements that go into it, and you could probably hit some of those shots that I hit at the start. So there you have it, guys. If you are struggling with internal rotation of the trail arm, getting steep on the way down, I'd recommend going to a range where no one's watching. Yep, no one's watching, and throw a couple of clubs. That will give you a feeling of how that right elbow needs to work on the way back and on the way down. That will improve your ball striking.